קטנצ'יק כזה.
Okay, I want to finish the operation of systems here before we get over to avionics. We have avionics, pedostatic, vacuum, associated flight instrument, environmental, and de-icing and anti-icing. So we're almost done. We'll finish that and we're going to take a break. Okay, so back to avionics. We have the symbol generator, and I said, what's providing us with pitch and bank information? Pitch and bank, which is attitude and heading. Okay, it's giving you the heading you're going. Look, heading 060.
Compass gyro.
Pitch and bank.
Compass gyro. Gyro compass.
You're close. You're pretty close.
Gyro's compass.
It's actually a gyro, okay, which has all these accelerometers and all that. It's like a little smoke and mirrors, kind of magic. And what that gyro does is giving you attitude and heading information. It's called AHARS.
AHARS.
Have you heard of AHARS?
Never.
AHARS is basically attitude and heading information reference information system. It'll give you the picture you need. It's going to give you pitch and bank and heading. And if that AHARS fails, you're back to square one. You have no pitch and bank information. You have no heading information.
Red X.
Back to red X's on the heading and all that stuff. Okay? Now, there's another instrument that is giving us more information on the Efis, on the avionics, on the G1000. It's giving us altitude, it's giving us airspeed, and it's giving us vertical speed if we have a vertical speed indicator. What is that instrument called? Or what is that smoke and mirror? What's kind of device, computer? What is it called?
Electrical pedostatic system.
Electrical pedostatic system. That's a very good, simple definition. But it's called a little bit more high-tech. Think a little bit more high-tech. You simplified it by electrical pedostatic, but a little bit more high-tech.
EPCT.
No, how about
PPP.
DAC.
תגיד עוד פעם?
DADC. Digital Air Data Computer. Now we're talking. DADC, okay, the G1000 has a digital air data computer.
Oh, wow, digital airplane computer?
Digital air data computer. That's correct. Now, that digital air data computer, what it does is providing you with what you called before, electrical pedostatics.
Yep.
Bunch of sensors, you know, sensing the speed, the pedo, the static system goes into a digital computer and it spits it in the picture and giving you altimeter, vertical speed, and airspeed.
עוד חצי שעה בערך גמרנו עם הסאוט קרוליינה ואנחנו כבר בנורת' קרוליינה. זה סיפור אחר לגמרי כבר.
Let's see, North Carolina is here. This is the borderline.
חצי שעה אנחנו שם. חצי שעה. לא תזים
No, maybe a little faster if we...
חצי שעה.
In about 10 minutes we're going to push the power all the way up there, maybe even quicker, you'll see. Because now we're cruising at 79, we were almost 100 knots before. Okay, anyway. Back to the digital air data computer. Let's see, what else we got here? Avionics. Okay, digital air data computer. The digital air data computer will provide you with pedostatic system information, which is airspeed, altimeter, and vertical speed.
And altitude.
Attitude is AHARS. Don't mix them up.
Oh, no?
No. It's two different devices.
No.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, AHARS is attitude and heading reference system. Digital air data computer is giving you
attitude and heading.
Attitude and heading.
איך הוא מקבל את
Pitch and bank attitude from the gyro, from the AHARS.
attitude. אני אמרתי altitude.
No, altitude is DADC. Digital.
That's what I was saying. Come on.
Okay. Digital data computer is altitude. AHARS is attitude. Don't mix them up.
No.
I doubt the examiner is going to get into avionics
But
that
it's good
much.
to know.
But
You know
it's
what?
good to know.
It's good to know.
And I'll tell you why it's good to know.
Yeah, why not?
Because
You never know.
you're going to end up in Alaska.
In Alaska, flying a 206.
It's going to be such a big shortage of pilots.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you.
But I'm already booked for the season.
It
you know?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's going to be a big shortage of pilots.
Yeah.
The owner of the company is going to come to you and say, Alon,
Yeah.
I need you to help me here. I got a guy on the 206. You got to take him over there to the fishing spot tonight. Bring him back in the morning.
Okay.
He's going to pay you $1,000 cash.
Yalla, come on, give me the money.
Now you're commercial.
Commercial.
You're instrument rated.
G1000 rated.
G1000 rated. Give me the money. Give me the money. Now I don't know how it is now these days, but I know Alaska in the summer,
Boom.
it's crazy.
Fucking
Crazy. People all over the freaking place, going all over the freaking place, trying to get somewhere, and there's not enough people to transport them.
There's nothing.
So I can guarantee you, you're going to be making a killing. What you're going to make all year long here on the mainland,
Go to
you
India.
can go there
10
for
months,
3-4 months and make
and
it
that's
all.
it, then go to India.
India?
אלה החיים, כן, אני אגיד לך מה, אתה הולך, לא, מה צריך פה? אם האישה לא נכנסת להיריון, קיבינימט, לוקח את הכסף, חי בהודו, 8 חודשים כמו מלך. אתה לא...
Bombay?
אוכל הודי מהבוקר עד הלילה.
Sri Lanka? Where? Bombay?
הודו, לא משנה איפה.
Anyway,
גואה,
India.
מסיבות, חגיגות, ישראליות צעירות.
Anyway in India. Love it. Okay, you ready?
יאללה.
Okay, ready with the trim? Ready with the stick? Full power. Come on, rings! Come on, rings! Keep on dancing! Keep on sitting in there! Okay, back to avionics. We talked about AHARS. We talked digital air data computer. Now, if we lose the digital air data computer, what instruments you're going to lose? What kind of indication you're going to lose?
The what?
You're going to lose the digital air data computer. What instrumentation would you lose?
The G1000.
Well, the G1000 has Efis and everything. You're not necessarily going to lose everything.
מה זה האיפיס? אני לא זוכר.
Efis is Electronic Flight Instrument System. This is Efis. Electronic Flight Instrument System.
אוקיי.
Efis.
איפיס.
If you lose the digital air data computer, my question is, are you going to lose any indication on the Efis?
Digital air data. Yeah,
Digital.
better.
What are you going to lose?
The altimeter.
Altimeter, very good.
The VSI.
Very good.
That's it.
What else? Altimeter, VSI.
Yeah, that's it.
Avionics are done. Let's talk about the pedostatic system. Pedostatic system, what you have on the helicopter is exactly the same thing you have in the airplane, okay? There's nothing to talk about.
No, nothing.
The altimeter on the Robinson is sending static pressure from outside, giving you altimeter indication, altitude indication. The pedo tube on the Robinson is
Airspeed.
sensing the pedo pressure and comparing it to the static and giving you airspeed.
Oh, yeah?
The static system has also got VSI, which will give you vertical speed indicator. Depends on how quickly the static pressure is changing, okay? That's going to be covered here real quickly. Done. Finish. Vacuum pressure system
Yeah.
and associated instruments. What are the associated instruments with vacuum pressure? Normally on an instrument, IFR flight.
Gyro.
Gyro. What is gyro powered usually with a vacuum?
Yes.
Two instruments usually are powered by vacuum.
Gyro. What else?
Gyro, what do you call that gyro?
Artificial horizon.
Artificial horizon, which is an attitude indicator.
That is.
What else is powered by vacuum? Heading indicator. Those are the two instruments that are powered by vacuum.
That's it.
That's it, done. Any questions on primary flight controls and trim? Any questions on flap, leading edge devices and spoilers? Any questions on power plant and propeller? Any questions on landing gear? Any questions on fuel and oil and hydraulics? Any questions on electrical? Any questions on avionics? Pedostatic, vacuum pressure, associated flight instruments. Now we got two more sections, which is section 10 and section 11. which is environmental system and de-icing and anti-icing. What is the environmental system usually we have on a normal single-engine airplane?
Exhaust? Oh, that's the environmental. What's environment? Environmental, okay.
Climate control.
Yeah.
We got heater.
Yeah.
We got defrost.
Defrost.
We got fresh air if we want to have ventilation. The fan.
Not defrost, that is defrost.
We got cabin air.
Oh yeah.
Now what if it's a high performance pressurized aircraft?
AC.
Air conditioning and
Decompression.
pressurization. Pressurization. What is a pressurization system on a complex high performance airplane? What does that do?
Keeps the same pressure inside the cabin.
Keeps the same pressure inside the cabin.
No?
Nope.
Okay. You said.
As you're climbing up to altitude, what does the pressurization system does?
It's pressurizing the cabin to keep the same pressurization. No? It's sealing the cabin and making sure that it stays the same.
It's pressurizing the cabin as you're climbing up to altitude, so your cabin pressure altitude doesn't climb as high as your outside pressure altitude, or pressure altitude. There's cabin pressure altitude, and there's outside pressure altitude. Outside of the cabin.
Inside the same.
It doesn't keep the inside the same. If you're climbing up to 25,000 feet on a pressurized airplane, what is going to be your cabin pressure at 25,000 feet?
It's not going to be the same as it was on the ground?
No.
You said.
No.
What is it going to be?
Because there's a certain differential pressure that the pressurization system can withstand. If you go above that differential pressure, you can blow the cabin. You can pressurize the cabin too much.
Okay.
So on a pressurized aircraft, when you're pressurizing the cabin, as you're climbing up to altitude, you may be at 10,000 feet pressure altitude. But your cabin pressure altitude is maybe 2,000 or 3,000 or 5,000. It's going to be lower, depending on how much differential pressure can the cabin withstand.
Okay, I see.
Alright?
So it's 40,000 feet. What kind of pressure?
At 40,000, you may be at 8,000 or 9,000.
Oh yeah?
Cabin. Yeah, it depends. If it's a G5, you may be at 7. Because the differential pressure on a G5 can go up to like 10 psi.
Wow,
Because the cabin is so much
so
stronger.
strong, yeah.
You know, some of the jets, and turboprops can go up to 5, 6, or 7, or maybe 8. That's pretty much it.
That's over that.
So you may be going out there on the Piper jet prop, which is pressurized, up to 25,000 feet.
Right.
25,000 feet pressurizing. You want to be a little bit familiar with the pressurization system because it's environmental. It's inside the characteristics of environmental, okay? And I believe there's another section here that you need to go through. Pre-flight inspection, aeromedical factors. Let's see what else. We got something about commercial single engine add-on. You have something about pressurization too. Hold on, let me see. Gotta look at my PTS. You know what, we're gonna review that as we're, okay, there it is. High altitude operation. There you go. High altitude operation, pressurization. Airplane multi-engine land, airplane multi-engine seat. Okay, you know what?
The policy.
Let me see if it's got it on a single. I believe it does. multi-engine, land.
הגיוני שיהיה גם לסינגל, כי הסינגלים גם עולים לו.
לא, הסינגלים עולים, אני טסתי על סינגל עד 25,000, 28,000, עליתי. Okay, single engine land, high supplemental oxygen and pressurization. Single engine land.
בבקשה.
Okay, good. So we talked about that, so we knocked it
גם
out.
סינגל engine C, סינגל engine C, מה אפשר לעשות בגבהים כאלה? לא לגבהים כאלה, עולה לגבהים כאלה.
Absolutely.
באמת, ה-C?
Yeah.
מה אתה אומר?
Pilatus PC6 on floats.
עולה?
25,000 feet.
וואי, לא להאמין.
25,000 25,000 feet.
מהמים לשמיים, פשוט לא להאמין.
Yep, 25,000 feet on float. So, okay, last item, which is 11, and we're going to wrap up the operation of system of an airplane single-engine land. De-icing and anti-icing system.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
let's talk about de-icing and anti-icing system. First of all, what is the difference between de-icing and anti-icing?
Anti-icing is to prevent ice. Prevent. De-icing, you already have ice, you de-icing it.
Okay, de-icing is to remove ice that's already formed on the earth. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Anti-ice is to prevent.
The ice from accumulating.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
What kind of means of de-icing do we have on a single-engine land, usually?
Single-engine land?
Usually.
What kind of means?
Yeah, propeller-driven, single-engine land. What kind of de-ice do you have?
Heat pads.
Heating pads?
Yeah.
Not on the single engine. No.
No?
Propeller? Single engine propeller? No. Let's think again.
Air. Hot air.
No. We don't have hot air. No.
Rubber thing. Rubber.
You know, I'm kind of thinking airframe, like the wings, kind of guiding you through.
Oh, the wing.
remove.
You said propeller, תחליט.
No.
תחליט.
No, I said single engine propeller. Okay, you know what? I said single engine prop and airplane, but I didn't mean. But you know what? You're right.
מה זה single propeller? Single engine. מה זה single propeller? מה זה מנוע single propeller?
F-16.
זה לא single engine?
F-16
is
single engine.
אוקיי. אבל באלסקה עוד עושים F-16.
No. You're not going to have F-16, but I'd like to talk about, okay, let's back it up a little bit. 2000, be ready with a trim. Let's let the engine cool off a little bit. You know, the way we're doing this what do you call it? Break-in? Engine break-in? It may end up making 3,000 hours.
חבל על הזמן.
It's like constantly on and on. Alright, we're good. Okay, back to anti-ice. We can have boots.
Boots, זה מה שאמרתי. Heating pads.
On the leading edge of the wing.
Of course.
And the boots, when it accumulates ice, the boots will actually inflate and change the curvature of the leading edge and break the ice up. That's what we usually have.
So that's de-icing.
That's de-icing. That's on turboprop. You push the button and it's off. Now what about the propeller blades?
Heating boots.
Yeah, it's got the same boots, but they're getting hot from electricity.
Yeah, no boot.
And it melts the ice. Okay,
Yeah,
very good. What about the horizontal stabulator back there?
Same, boots.
What about the vertical stabulator?
Boots.
Usually you have boots. Now, let's talk about the pitot heat.
Pitot heat.
What is that? Is that some kind of a mean of any ice, de-ice?
Anti.
What about this pitot over there?
Heated.
Does that have any means to de-ice?
No, nothing.
So if this thing's gonna pick up ice, what's gonna happen?
You're fucked.
Well, you're still gonna have ground speed,
Yes.
but you're not gonna have your airspeed indication. It's gonna go to 0.
קרה לך כבר? זה קורה בחורף?
Yeah, in visible moisture, visible moisture,
Oh,
Yeah, if you have to and it's an emergency, it's okay. But I would not get into icing condition with this airplane.
No.
Number one,
No de-icing, nothing.
it's gonna ice up the pitot. Number two, you have a fuel cap. That fuel cap has a vent. And it's putting positive pressure into the fuel tank. Because of...
Is it gets blocked? No.
No, it's giving you positive pressure for the fuel to be pushed into the engine.
Yeah,
If you lose that, you may have an engine failure with not enough fuel pressure.
זה לא טוב. אין לך פתח, הפתח הוא לא חסין שלג?
הוא יכול להיסתם, כן, you can climb.
הפתח לא פונה אחורה?
No, forward, facing forward.
למה?
Because you need the positive pressure in. You need the pressure to go inside the fuel tank to pressurize. You know, it's not much pressure, maybe 1 or 2 psi, but it's giving a little bit of pressure in the fuel tank so the fuel can go into the carburetor.
יש לך טלפון.
I don't see, maybe it's your phone.
3:30, בדיוק עכשיו היא רועדת, נכנסת להגירה. רועדת.
I don't know, maybe it's my phone. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my phone. Okay, a little bit more talking about any ice and de-ice.
Okay.
If it's a turboprop airplane and it has turbine engine, sometimes they heat up the engine inlet. The lip. Engine inlet.
By means of recirculating the air.
No, they actually bleed air, because anything that's turbine, you can have bleed air.
What's bleed air? It's recirculated air. They take air from the combustion and reroute it back to the... No?
Big mistake.
Okay.
How much temperature you have on a combustion on a turbine engine?
800 degrees.
Way too hot. Way too hot.
Okay.
How much temperature you have on the compressor stage on the turbine engine?
200.
Much less temperature.
Yeah.
So the bleed air is usually tapped from the compressor stages on the turbine.
Yeah, that's correct.
So you're going to tap some bleed air from there. It's going to be hot air. That hot air is going to be rerouted on the engine lip, and it's going to melt the ice that's accumulating on the engine lip.
Very good.
And that's another mean of de-ice or de-ice of a turbine engine.
Okay.
What about landing gear?
Landing gear. The ice?
And with de-ice the landing gear.
Oh, the buyer.
That's a problem. So if you're in icing condition, try to drop the landing gear right before, you're crossing your final approach fix, or like 5 miles out. Because if you're in icing condition and
you want to make sure it opens.
You want to make sure it opens and locks, and at the same time, you don't want to have too much ice, because the brake's not going to work, the rubber is going to be, slippery, it's going to be an issue.
So what's the benefit of opening it so early?
You want to have landing gear to land, right?
Yeah.
But don't open it up at 30 miles out in icing condition.
No, it's gonna ice up.
So, I usually drop the landing gear down, go down, gear down. This is my point of view. Go down, gear down. When I go down, I put the gear down.
Okay.
But...
בוא ניתן לו קצת גז, you want?
Okay, let's do it. Or, on a final...
כזה אהבת אותו.
יותר נוח טרנספונדר פה, תקוע לי פה, אבל זה גם ידית כזה, מסתדרים איתו.
אז תחליט, אתה אוהב תיק כזה או אוהב תיק כזה?
זה יותר טוב, זה יותר טוב.
בגלל הריצ'רצ'ים?
אנחנו עכשיו half a tank.
Okay.
And we got 54 minutes. No problem. Yeah, no problem, we're good, we got plenty of fuel. If we have an alternate, and you're...
מישהו רוצה אותך, מישהו רוצה אותך.
Okay, somebody calling me,
מישהו לא מוותר, מישהו מנסה אותך כל הזמן.
Somebody calling me.
1:30, חשבתי 3:30.
1:28, no, nobody's calling me right now. So, wow, what is this? Something is here really, really... phone or signal, some kind of... the intercom's picking up something, I don't know what it is.
אולי רופא שיניים כבר מתחיל להשחיז שם?
check your phone.
הרופא שיניים משחיז שם?
משחיז לה, מסכנה, משחיז לה את הצורה.
איך היא מפחדת, היא רועדת כולה, היא רועדת. היא לא הייתה אצל הרופא שיניים נראה לי הרבה זמן. אמרה לה, שמי, את שיחה?
Look at the smoke, you see the smoke? We're getting tailwinds.
אז לא כדאי לרדת,
No. You want to go down a little bit?
תראה לי.
We got some tailwind down there, very little, about 5 knots.
איפה סמוק?
Right down there, and I see a little bit of tailwind. You see the smoke flowing this way?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit, maybe 5 knots. I would actually stay here because it's comfortable, the engine's running cool, we're getting good true airspeed, we're getting good ground speed. I would stay at 5,500. I like 55. 55 is good. Okay, we have officially completed operation of system for an airplane.
עבר ממש מהר, היה כיף, תודה רבה. תשמע, תענוג, יאללה, בוא נמשיך. זהו?
רגע, לא מבין, מה זה נמשיך? נמשיך ללמוד את הפיקס ווינג או שנמשיך לכיוון...
לא, נמשיך, למה לא? נראה לי, אתה אוהב את זה, אתה אוהב ללמד, אני בסדר, קצת קולט.
אתה קצת קולט, אתה לא...
לא אטום לגמרי, קולט.
אתה ערני, אתה קולט.
למרות שאני, אתה יודע, אני חושב על השיניים של המסכנה, וחושב על הקנדית הזאת, איזה יפה היא הייתה.
איי.
אבל מה, אם הייתי בורח לה מהצד והייתי אומר לקנדית, תשמעי, איפה את? תזמיני אותי אליי. בואי ננסה קצת כיף.
בואי.
היא הייתה הולכת מדווחת לקרן, זהו, נגמר עליי. נכון, איך הייתי מסביר לה את זה?
אני לא יודע.
מה נגיד, היא כזאת מתוקה, הייתי חייב, אני לא יודע, מה הייתי אומר לה?
אוקיי.
אשתך תפסה אותך פעם? מתחיל